Hey, so it's Pajama Day on the second episode of the pod. Go ahead, take a shower, get comfortable, get cozy, smell good, and let's get into it. We're gonna have a great episode today. God already counted for all the BS that man will put you through or has put you through when he created your plan, and vice versa. The ignorance of other people, God already considered. The disappointment, God already considered. The spiritual realm already considered and counted for. Yes, it's very angering to have to develop these skills of being savvy, patient, disciplined, and strong on account of other people's negligence, disrespect, and straight stupidity. But thank them in advance because they're the reason why you've entered your new arc and your new era. They are the reason why you've gained the skills necessary to succeed in the way that you wish to. All they're doing is building and refining a star. With that being said, it's your host, Animal. Let's have a beautiful day considering and discussing and talking about topics that are very relatable, very real, and very authentic. Let's do it. Let's start with a quick vent session. Venting is extremely healthy, so that's what I'm going to do with my lovely audience here. Today's topic is I feel like my sadness is my fault. Now, we all know comparison is the thief of joy, but we all do it anyway, especially in this day and age where the life we want to live is constantly being thrown in our face or we actively seek it out. I could decide to be happy and content with where I am. And yes, I am grateful for all the new things that have come into my life. But am I happy? Not really. Why? Because striving comes with a deal. The deal is you're going to give up your comfortability, right? So every day that I wake up, I have to choose to be uncomfortable. I have to choose to learn more. I have to choose to work harder. And it's hard to really find that that constant happiness. You really gotta fight for it, and that's a daily thing. So that's why I feel like my sadness is my own fault, because I refuse to settle for things that I see I can achieve. As long as I'm talking, as long as I got all my limbs, as long as I'm walking, as long as I'm breathing, I have an opportunity to do better. And doing better is often hard. It's often pushing past uncomfortability. Being a boss is literally being uncomfortable. And, words have power, but it's the truth. When you look up to different entrepreneurs, 50 Cent as an example, you don't know what type of weight they got to carry. You don't know how many bench presses they had to do to carry that weight that they're carrying right now. And I'm over here bench pressing. So that's not comfortable. And I guess I just have to accept that this is my fate. I've made a deal to be uncomfortable in exchange for growth and success and the power that I seek. So venting that made me feel better because at least it's for goal. It's really tough. Like in those Kung Fu movies where they do these pointless tasks at first, but really what it is building faith without reward, discipline, strength, efficacy. And you see all this inner work happening. You see your growth. And yeah, you see little things on your physical changing, but it's not to the capacity that you really see yourself being at. And it gets so frustrating because it's like, ooh, I am giving up a lot of dopamine, So when you're constantly working and constantly working hard, those moments are just like feeling just on top of the world, they really diminish, and you really got to look for happiness in whatever you're doing, and I'm telling you, got to look. So I'm grateful that at least I can see the growth in myself. I am just ready for the next big opportunity. I am so ready. I'm so hungry for it, and I'm sure you can relate, because once you think that you've learned enough to at least get a little piece of what you're looking for, there's more to learn, and that could be very frustrating. So what can we do to maintain this faith? We can take breaks. We can find new ways to get inspired through movement, through reading, getting into a whole new genre of movies, building a new identity. I think that's so much fun. Changing my hair, changing my style, that is a lifesaver for me. Because if I stay in the same thing, in that same identity, oh my God, I just start to feel so stuck. So control what you can, because in this life, there's not much you can control. And what you can do is you can control your look, you can keep yourself healthy. So that's what we can do. So to recap all of this, I can say we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer because our calling is a lot bigger and it requires a lot of strength, a lot of mental strength, a lot of grit, a lot of grind, just a lot of capacity. We got to be able to hold on and steward different people, different opportunities, ourselves. We got to be able to keep ourselves in check, and that's a long lesson plan. So stick with it, run the marathon. You know, it's a marathon, not a race. And let's keep checking in on each other. Community is especially important, and you have a community here. Just want to let you know that, because I'm not accepting nothing smaller. That's a fact. Next part. So I know yesterday I was talking about the Bible, right? But today we're doing a little divination. I know I'm a dual person like that. Super dual. Don't think you know me, because you don't. I'll just pop up with something different. I like to use just regular playing cards. Old school with it. Let's see what comes out. Let's see if anything comes out. Okay, so on the back of the deck, we got the Nine of Pentacles. Whenever I think of the Nine of Pentacles, I think of Empress energy. Who has Empress energy here? Who has Empress energy here? And we got the Three of Wands, often meaning expansion. Okay, so with these two together, I can say the theme or the energy that we're giving out and that we are retaining from this video and for the rest of the week is expansion. Expand your mind, taking over new territory. That can be uncomfortable because you're stepping into new ground, as I was just saying, and just a little bit of leisure time, enjoying the fruits of our labor and enjoying the work that we already put in, acknowledging ourselves, acknowledging that we are good enough and have the capacity to expand. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful message. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Wands. I like this. I like this. This is very positive. Let's move on. What is something random you did today? Something random I did today, I made some walnut milk, and if I'm able to, I'll insert it like right there. And what I did was I took 2 cups of walnuts, soaked them overnight, and added about 8 cups of water. So that's a good amount of walnut milk, and I used my juicer to do it. It was super seamless, super easy, and just a great way to get that brain food, because walnuts look just like brains, and if I'm not mistaken, they have a lot of omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for mental health. We focus on our diet as well as fitness for mental health. We got to stay strong, and walnut milk was my inclusion to my diet to do that today. Added a little stevia, a little sea salt, and let me know what you're eating today to keep your mental health in check, because that's what I did. And let me know if you'd like me to start selling some plant-based products, because I was thinking about that. I think that's something I'd really enjoy doing for this community. When you think of the worst possible thing going wrong as you achieve your next goal, what is it? I think mine would be letting the heavenly, because there's a point where you're like, I'll never give up, I'll never give up, I'll never give up. Oh my God, that dog is so loud, so loud. Ugh. There's a time where you'll be like, I'll never give up, I'll never give up. Then the stakes are risen, and you start to feel the pressure that you never thought you'd feel, and you start to actually start questioning yourself. And I've never questioned myself the way that I have lately, because things are on a different level now, and I'm like, oh my God, I've never really had even just a fleeting thought of what the hell, am I gonna be one of those people that oh, at one time I had a dream. I don't want to be one of those people, and I really felt scared, oh my God, I don't want to be one of those people. But it's feeling like the person I'm feeling, the pain I'm feeling right now, it's really having me feel like, what the fuck? So my biggest fear is, the worst thing that can happen is, at least it's something that I can control, is me actually succumbing to that, because the pressure gets real and it gets tough and it comes out of nowhere. And once you think that you've been wrung out enough, you get wrung out even more. And it's like, bro, I didn't even know I had this level of strength. At least it's been revealed to me that I have this level of strength. But it's anymore, and I don't know. But yeah, I definitely keep the prayers up I got to keep my prayers up. I got to keep my routine up. I got to make sure that I'm keeping everything in balance. When I did a reading for myself earlier, temperance came out, and that is a lot about balance and patience. And one thing I am not is goddamn patient. Oh, I'm being so tested on my patience. Are you being tested on your patience? Because, like I said, in these seasons of, it's like Seven of Pentacles energy, where that card is all about just toiling and just pedal to the metal, focus on your work, keep your head down, just go, keep working. But at the same time, it's not go fast paced. It's go, even if you don't see anything. And it's been like that for a while, and my patience is being spread pretty thin. So leave in the comments what's the worst thing that can happen for you. But for me, the worst thing that can happen is me succumbing to that. So I'm not going to let that happen. At least I'm aware that that's something that is like an alert for me. So every day I got to work on it, not put too much on my plate. I think that's something that can happen. Like if I feel overwhelmed, beware of burnout, take a break, regroup, shake up the routine, add something new, add a new hairstyle, whatever. So I was thinking every day we add an angel number to cover, because there's always signs everywhere. Whether it's an angel number or not, I'm going to choose angel numbers. And yesterday and today, I've been seeing the number 1212. Yesterday in particular, while I was editing, and today I saw it again. So that number means stepping into your highest power. I think that is a beautiful sign. Speaking of being uncomfortable, stepping into your highest power is full of new beginnings and embracing a brand new boss-ass identity. And I'm going to choose to do that, and I hope you will too. So with that being said, we have covered several topics. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's going to be at least 10 minutes. We have covered God already considering the mistakes and BS of other people in your life when He created your plan. So thank them in advance for building and refining a star. Sad, I did a little vent session that you could probably relate to, of how sadness is my choice because I refuse to settle, and I realize I'm being built to be able to have the capacity to manage a team and hold on to success and carry the weight that it comes with. I've learned that I'm not very patient, and that these seasons of my life have really been teaching me to be in my Seven of Pentacles energy and just do the work sometimes and not keep looking up to see where my work is going, just doing it and trusting the process. What else? When we decide to be successful, we embrace the deal of going through these many lessons and challenges to be able to be that boss we dream of being. We've done a tarot reading. We had the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, expansion, and enjoying the fruits of our labor, recognizing ourselves and all the work that we've done. We've covered walnut milk for brain health, omega-3 fatty acids, yes ma'am. And we've covered 1212, stepping into our highest power. I hope I didn't miss anything. Thank you for joining me in Pajama Day. You know I got my normal one. I'm not old enough to be auntie, I don't think. Hopefully not. So I hope you got comfortable with me. Smelling good as always. And you have yourself a beautiful day, beautiful night. Bye-bye.